Hey everyone, welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of the N.A.R.C.N Network and channel, and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. Today I'm going to be presenting to you guys episode 152 on the N.A.R.C.N Network. And the title of episode 152 is the Narcissists Displays and Acts. So what we're going to be talking about in this particular episode is things that we see the narcissist doing, and things that we see them doing not only in social media, but with our behaviors with them, things that we see them doing in public with us when we have to have an encounter with our narcissist, and just their general things that they display and the way that they act when you have to still have some contact with a narcissist, either in the factor that you are still able to see them or observe them online in social media, or in the instance where you may come across them in public somewhere after you've had a narcissistic event with them, or you've gotten out of a relationship with them, or whatever. So I'm going to be making a couple of references here just to things that they do that you should watch out for, that you may be seeing currently if you're dealing with a narcissist. But I'm also going to make reference here to some experiences that I've had with individuals from the N.A.R.C.N network, where we see exactly what narcissists do. So I'm going to talk here a little bit in this particular circumstance that I'm using here as an example about somebody that I know off the N.A.R.C.N network who I was dealing with some time ago. I assisted this person through their narcissistic abuse that they had, and they've now gone on in their life to be involved, I think, well, not involved with their narcissist anymore, but hopefully involved with somebody who's better for them and is more even-tempered and not a narcissist. I haven't actually talked to this person in a while, but I'm going to be giving you an example of something that happened to them during their involvement after they had broken up with their narcissist. And this is an example of something that we see out of narcissists as far as their act or their displays go. So this individual I'm going to be talking about here, she was disengaged and had been disengaged from her narcissist for some period of time. And she was working at a restaurant near where she lived. And her ex-narcissist came into the restaurant with his new girlfriend or slash appliance. Well, I don't think that he knew that she was there that day, but suddenly he realized that this person I was talking to was working at the restaurant this day, and he started to do or display a very, very high level of affection towards this particular female that he was with, maybe an outward going or outward showing of affection for this girl, which my person was seeing as they were working at the restaurant. Sadly, I think that the individual that I'm talking about actually had to serve this individual but didn't want to, and they dispatched some other waitress, I believe, to deal with them, if I remember the story correctly. But my person had to deal with their ex-narcissist being at the restaurant during the time that they were there working. And they tried to avoid this individual as much as they can, but this individual came up and spoke to them. Their ex-narcissist came up and spoke to them, had some dialogue with them about something to do with whatever. The person I'm making reference to tried to avoid the dialogue with them, but really couldn't. And as it turns out, at a later date, this narcissistic ex that this person was dealing with actually did make an attempt to contact this person. I think this was shortly after, actually, and then proceeded to have a conversation with this individual all about missing them, and you know, they wanted to try to engage with my person again, even though they were clearly involved with another narcissistic appliance or an individual that they had been involved with. They were basically trying to groom and hoover this individual back by saying things to them that they knew that this would affect this individual possibly in an emotional way, to try to pull them back in, and maybe in the hopes of them re-becoming involved with them in some romantic way, even though they had another romantic individual, a female around them that they were paying attention to and had been seeing. Now, as far as the display goes of this is something that we see out of narcissists. We'll see our ex-narcissist out somewhere with someone, and they're suddenly aware that we're there, and suddenly they're putting on an act. Oh, you can see that they're paying attention to this person, a lot of attention. They're being affectionate. They're being very outwardly, they're acting outwardly in a display form for us to see, and possibly in the hopes that maybe it affects us in some particular way. But that display that they're putting on, it's an act. That display is an act. Just like it was with this individual that I'm talking about. This person, this ex-narcissist of this person was putting on a display with this new girl in this restaurant for this individual, only to call up my person shortly after this and have a conversation all about missing them and trying to attempt to get back in their life in that capacity. This is part of what we see from narcissists as far as them exhibiting displays to us or putting on acts for us to see. This is also true very much of our narcissists in social media. We see our narcissists in social media posting things on their social media pages where everything looks beautiful in their life. They're involved with a new romantic individual. They're, talking about this person. They may be displaying photos of this person. They may be doing other things that would indicate that their lives are completely in a beautiful state. They've found, the person of their dreams, and they're suddenly flaunting them all over their social media. And then the next day, that narcissist is calling you and trying to get back into your life. Why are they doing that? Why are they displaying themselves in social media in such a way to say, oh, look at this person that I have, everything is going great, my life is fantastic, everything is beautiful and perfect and whatever. Yet the next day they're contacting you to say, oh, I miss you, I would like to see you, let's go have coffee, let's interact here, let's do everything in this way. And keep in mind again, I'm not talking about a person that you are still friends with. That's a normal relationship. If you've had a normal relationship with somebody that wasn't a narcissist, and this person is trying to maintain a friendship with you after that, after you are no longer involved romantically together in a healthy way, they want to still be your friend, they want to still interact with you, they want to still keep you in their lives for some important reason, like you have children with them or something like this, and this person is not a narcissist. This is not what I am talking about here. I am talking about dealing with a person who is clearly a narcissist and dealing with them in a way where they are like hoovering you or trying to get you back into their attention matrix or fuel matrix, yet they are clearly involved with another party, if not involved with more than one party. Why are they doing this? Well, simply, the things that you see going on in their social media, these are displays. These are displays to make everything look like everything is beautiful and perfect, and nothing is awry, and everything is normal with this. We see narcissists do this all the time. It's an act. Most of the time, that narcissist, based on the way that they are, and based on the fact that they are a narcissist, as we stated before, and as I stated recently in an episode I did just the other day, that narcissist is destruction and chaos personified. And this is usually the way every narcissist is, depending on the cadre that they are, depending on their level. May be different levels of this. They may be engaging in different levels of this depending on what's going on in their lives and depending on who they're dealing with. But essentially, these are acts that you're seeing. These are acts and displays that the narcissists want you to see, because they don't want you to see that their life is shit. They don't want you to see that their life isn't going well. They don't want you to see that they're having problems dealing with other appliances. They don't want you to see that their life isn't all hunky-dory and beautiful like they're displaying here in the public eye. The odds are that this narcissist is dealing with a whole pile of bullshit going on in their life, and they're having to deal with this. And this beautiful act that you see in their social media is just that. It's an act. It's an act for everybody to see. It's part of what they do to lure people in. It's part of what they do to protect the reality of people not seeing the adverse things that may be going on with them in the shadows that we don't get to see until you become involved with a narcissist. You don't see that darkness. You don't see that chaos. You don't see that just absolute destruction that they carry on in their life with everyone, because this is what happens with narcissists. They bring chaos and destruction, and they bring it to everyone. But they're not going to show you that in their displays or their outward displays on social media or in their lives. And they're not going to let you see that with them in person. Only when you become involved with a narcissist and you know that narcissist deeper and you realize what they are you going to see these displays and these acts and be able to make heads or tails of what these things actually are, and be able to reason it and suddenly see and be aware of what's really going on with the narcissist. Because the narcissist is a great actor. They act through their way through life. They act through life to get what they want. They act through life to protect what other people can see. Excuse me. Because the narcissist does not want you to see what they really are. They use all these things to protect themselves and to govern what goes on with their exposure to the outside world. So this is just what I wanted to talk about in episode 152 related to the narcissist. When you're seeing stuff like this go on with a narcissist, whether you're seeing them display something, affection or whatever, to a new individual they're involved with in public, whether you're seeing displays on social media of what's going on with them, these displays and acts, they're just these things. A lot of the time these are just acts. These are acts to hide the real things that are going on in their lives. But once you become aware of this, you'll know better, and you'll know exactly what to look for and be able to understand what's going on with narcissists when you see these things after you become knowledgeable about their behaviors. So this has been episode 152. I'm going to say to you guys, please stay tuned. I've got some new content coming up on the N.A.R.C.N network and also the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. I'll catch you guys really soon, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.